Prior to my joining the M&Cs, I think everybody looked sort of not like me. I've always looked like this, but at the time, it's not what the face of the M&Cs was. Once I got in the group, and people started talking about color coordinating outfits and what are we going to wear and how are we going to look, I was kind of nervous about that. But the group of people that I was with was really understanding and really accommodating.
Other than our regular jams, the M&Cs perform at Willits a lot, and my most memorable experience at Willits, a group of alums came up to me because they had remembered the M&Cs of their time being here, and they asked what happened to the corsets, because we were all very nicely dressed in our nice red and black full coverage, and they said, what happened to the corsets? You're not just censoring it for us, are you? You know, we went here, we know. And I said, no, I believe the corsets have graduated.
We've seen some pretty interesting photos from M&C's jams past. I know we went through a sort of sexy phase. Can you speak a little bit about the evolution of the M&C's performance attire?
Sure. Well, the first time I saw the M&Cs was at the Cappella Jam 101 newbie introduction. They were wearing corsets and thigh highs and high heels and big boas, and there were just legs and boobs and skin everywhere. And that was kind of my first introduction to the group, and I fell in love and decided I wanted to be an M&C.
For whatever reasons, today, the M&Cs show a lot less skin than our Foxy alums. Instead, we've had to devise different ways to dazzle our audiences.
I remember after we'd had a few rehearsals, after my first few rehearsals, I remember Claire saying, you know, one of the things that you're going to want to start thinking about is moving while you're on stage and, you know, showing energy with your body as well as your voice.
I remember Claire looking at me and going, Frim, you need to move. Take your hands out of your pockets and do something. Stop looking at the ground. Stop standing there stationary. It was the awkwardest thing ever, too, because everyone else was moving and I was just standing there.
And then I remember going on Facebook after knowing that videos were posted of us singing and watching the first video and being absolutely horrified to see what I looked like.
I learned how to move, and look at me now. I dance. I'm a dancer.
So Megumi is our resident film guru in the group, and she and I have worked with the M&Cs to produce films to supplement our jams. The first one was in fall of 2007. And that was The Real World Mount Holyoke, which was a really big hit, and we had so much fun doing it. So since then, we've worked to bring more media into our jam performances.
I'm an aspiring filmmaker, and I've had the opportunity to work with the M&Cs a few times to produce films. And it's been really fun working with them. They're great in front of the camera. They'll come up with their own ideas, and they're not afraid to play. It's been a really great match, and we've come up with some really great stuff.
All right, ready? Everyone on three.
Look at each other.
Ready?
We're laughing at
1, 2, 3.
The Real World Mount Holyoke!
While I was abroad, I made everyone on my program watch all the M&Cs videos online 50 times. They loved them.
I came into the group by myself in my spring semester of my first year, and I was not very talkative because I was mainly intimidated by everyone else in the group. About halfway through the semester, we took a trip to Washington, D.C., and this was kind of the turning point for me, where I kind of changed from being like this really quiet member who didn't do anything really to being a more outgoing person.
Even if I don't remember anything about college when I'm old and senile, I'll still remember this.
The M&Cs are my family, and I can't imagine not making music with them.
I would say that we are really dank, because I love everyone.
But I like the closeness of the group. I think that's the most important part of it.
They're a great group of women who know how to make beautiful music and party hard.
Oh my God, we're crazy.
What they almost always say is, you guys just look like you're having so much fun. Becoming an M&C has definitely been one of the best decisions of my life thus far. Absolutely.
I am so close with so many M&Cs throughout, the 4 years that I was in the group. And they're some of my best friends now.
The M&Cs are beautiful.
It's not something that I think I'll have the opportunity to experience anytime soon.
I think the M&Cs were just kind of sexy.
I'll miss it a lot when I leave.
And it's been absolutely incredible. And I will miss it more than anything as a school. I really, really love this group. I love a cappella and I love singing with the group. And I think what I'll miss the most is just being able to influence what progress is being made. It'll be really, really fun to come back and see, all the exciting changes that have happened and the process as it keeps going without us. This jam is going to be even more sentimental with all of the alums that come up on stage and saying goodbye to some of our seniors, all of those things. It just makes me think about the long-standing traditions of the M&Cs and how wonderful our cappella group is.
I think we can all remember a really good song that unfortunately never made the cut to being in the actual group that a certain Hilly Haber brought in called King of Spain. And that was a classic.
No, yeah. Can we start? Hi, I'm Abigail Dim. And I'm Jessica Kuko. Okay, we're just gonna hit. Okay, what are we saying though? Wait, we have to keep a straight face. How do I do it? Just say I'm Abigail. Okay, I'm Abigail. I can't. Hello, I'm Jessica. And I'm Abigail. And we're here to tell you about our new CD. It's $9.30 somewhere. It only costs $12. $3 for shipping and handling. Order now. And wait, let's sing. What do we need? What else do we need to say? Hi, I'm Abigail Dim. And I'm Jessica Kuko. And we're here today to tell you about a wonderful new offer. Our CD, it's $9.30 somewhere. We just made it this spring, 2009. It features 10 new songs and 3 old songs that are on other CDs. So buy it today. It's only $12.
Well, I've known Jessica Huko for 22 years, and she's always been a little weird. One time when we were 5 years old, we were watching this movie called Arachnophobia, and all of a sudden in the middle of the movie, she just started going like this, like she was directing something, and no one in our family could figure out what she was doing. So it was really weird.
Yeah, I told you that being in an a cappella group was a lot of pressure. There was a lot of, high expectations on campus about your performances and also your appearance. Again, some people are going to deny this, but I just want to set the record straight. Some people had a little, and others went to fat camp. But let's just say, the next year when we came back, our jam attendance skyrocketed. Success.
After being royalty in Spain. Should I tell them, guys? You see late one night when the palace was asleep.